So here we are acting as the funder. So we're looking at our GitHub repository, and we've got an issue here that we'd like to get done. So we're going to go over to GitCommits and we'll log in here. I'm going to go ahead and log in with GitHub. We could do PayPal, Facebook, Google. We'll do GitHub since that's what I'm already in and working with. So this will log us into the platform. Now, the very first time we sign up, we are going to set up our account with GitCommits. So we'll pick a username here. I'm going to go ahead and select an icon for our USB swiper account. And we'll continue from here. So step 2, now I can set up my PayPal account. So am I looking for freelancers? So am I going to be funding projects, or do I want to work? So in this case, we'll go ahead and set up as a funder. So I'm going to log in here with my USB swiper sandbox account. And for onboarding, it's going to have me set up a billing agreement. So as the funder, the system will use this billing agreement to process payments on my behalf in the future. So that was successful. We'll close that. And now maybe I know I'm going to go ahead and do some work at some point in the future too. So I'll go ahead and set myself up as a contributor as well. And we'll have to continue to PayPal again. We've got our little notice to make sure we click the return link. So I'm going to log in here or specify the account that I want to use first. And then log in with that account. And here we have the permissions that we've granted. So this will be the side so we can create orders on behalf of the contributor that would be paid with the funder billing agreement. So we'll agree to the permissions here, and this is where hopefully the user will say go back to GitCommits so that we can obtain their merchant ID. Now we are going to show them at this point, hey, your email address is unconfirmed if that's the case. Now both of our PayPal sides are set up. So GitHub's already connected because that's what I use to log in. And now we are ready to go ahead and post an issue or fund an issue. So here, because I'm connected to GitHub already, we can click and see some of we can search, or right here on the very top is the issue that we're working with. So we'll bring in the details on that. Right now, we only have traditional, but in the future, we'll do contest or cooperative project types. And then right now, we also have approval required, but in the future, we'll allow multiple people without approval. Experience level, project length, issue type, some basic things here to fill in. We'll say maybe we want this to be done by the end of the week, and it's worth $10 to us. So anybody who wants to do it will pay out $10. So we'll agree to terms and fund the issue. So that is now funded in the GitCommits platform. And here's the details of that particular issue. We can see it's got an open status, and it is now sitting there with a bounty. It has been funded. So at this point, if we go to our dashboard, we can see that we have one bounty funded for $10. And under all activity, we can see that we have funded a new bounty as well as the actual funded tab here. Now, if we go back to GitHub, we can click into the issue here, and we can see that the GitCommits system has left a comment showing the open status, that the funding has been attached to it, and some details there with some links about how to click to get info. So now we'll switch over to the contributor side. So now I'm logged into GitHub as a developer, and I'm browsing around, and I happen to see this ticket, and I see this comment here about how it has funding attached to it of $10. So I think that's interesting, and I see, okay, I can click here to go look at the details of that. So I do, and now I'm kind of learning about GitCommits, and I'm seeing that, okay, I can go ahead, here's all the details, and I can click Start Work. So it's going to have me log in. Now this is the first time I've been here. So again, I'm going to onboard. I'll use my GitHub account to log in. And once again, I'm creating a new account on GitCommits platform. So I'll choose a username for that. I'll go ahead and set an icon. And we'll continue. Now this time I know I'm just signing up as a contributor. So we're going to go straight to the side that says, do you want to work? Yes, I do. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the onboarding procedure for this and do permissions. So now in this case, this particular account has already gone through permissions. So it's going to go through this a little more quickly. So we'll say go back to GitCommits now. And we have successfully onboarded. Once again, we used GitHub to connect, so that's already, or to log in, so that's already connected. And now we can get back to the details of that issue we wanted to start work on. So from here, we'll click Start Work. And we'll just leave a quick message to the funder. And as we note there, this will be posted publicly in the GitHub comments. So we'll submit that and say, okay. So now we have applied, and we can see the worker has applied, awaiting response, status applied. And if we view on GitHub again, we'll see the comments are updated accordingly. So now it shows Angel Eye has applied to start work, and there is that message that was left. And again, some links to check out the details on GitCommits. So back in the dashboard, we can see that we have applied, and we'd be able to track everything that we've applied for, of course. So we'll switch back over to USB Swiper account now. So we're the funder again in this case. And from the GitHub ticket, we'll just go ahead and click the link right here to approve the worker. So let us send us over to GitCommits. Here is where we can go ahead and fill out a message back to the worker, the contributor. And since I clicked the link from GitHub, it sent me straight here. From the details page in GitCommits, we could have approved this as well. So we'll go ahead and say yes to all of this. And now we can see worker approved. And the next step would be to approve the work and pay out. But the worker's been approved, and they'll get messages accordingly saying, hey, you're ready to start work. So we'll view this on GitHub again. And we can see the updated comment showing that Angel Eye has been approved. Emails would be sent as well. I didn't get those captured in this recording, but email notifications would be sent to all parties involved here, as well as the GitHub comments updating. So now we'll go ahead and approve and pay out. So we'll assume the person did the work, we've monitored it on GitHub or reviewed it on GitHub, and we are approving and paying out. So that'll trigger the orders. So the order will be created on behalf of the contributor, and it gets paid using the billing agreement for the funder. So now we can see that it was processing there. When we refresh the page, it shows paid. So we go back to our dashboard, we can see under all activity, the project is now completed. And in the details, we show that it's closed and it's been paid. So now if we go look in the PayPal accounts, we can see how everything looks for all parties involved. So first I'll log in as the contributor who completed the work. And I can see here that I've got the $10 in my account. Click into the details on that and we can see the breakdown of the PayPal fee and the partner commission coming out. And we can see the partner name is GitCommits. So everything looks as expected on the contributor PayPal account. So we'll log out of that and we'll log back in quickly with the funder PayPal account. So on this side we can see the $10 payment going out, and not too much detail here, but we can see it was paid with a billing agreement and the $10 went out as expected.